Alright guys, as you can see, we've got this a little cleaner. So we're going to go ahead and rip the guts out, put it in the new box, piece at a time. Got our media drive. Solid state drive. Power supply. Got our capture card. RAID controller. I'm going to go ahead and take pictures of all the connections in here so that I know how it's set up when I go to put it all back together. 294, which nobody ever uses. USB 2. Doesn't look like I have a USB 3 port on this motherboard. And that sucks. Maybe somebody will give me a new motherboard for Christmas or birthdays or just because. Yeah. You. And the motherboard. Optical drive. Looks like that's it. Now let's go ahead and put it into the new case. So I think I'm going to start with the motherboard. And I need to grab, it's the one thing I forgot. This right here. We're going to put this in here, like so. Give it one last once over with some air. Try to get all those nasties out of there. So we didn't use all of our screws here. Just the way that the case is set up for multiple different motherboards. ITX, micro ATX. This one's a micro ATX. This is actually an Asus P8 H67-M Pro. 2nd gen Intel chipset. It's definitely due for an upgrade. But it works well for what I use it for, and that's important. Now we're going to put in the power supply. This would really be great to put a modular power supply in because it's so small. It's going to be a really tight fit. It looks like it's got a couple of different options for different styles of power supplies, so that's really nice. Got our power supply in. Let's go ahead and mount our hard drives and our optical drive. Alright, to get the optical drive in, we had to remove the front panel. To do that, there's these little clips on the back that you can pinch just on the inside here. Just pinch them along and kind of pry it out with your fingers while you're pinching it, and it'll pop right off. So we're going to go ahead and leave that off for now so that I can measure how far out we need to set it so that the front tray will pop out when we push the little button. We're going to go ahead and put a couple of cards in here. I've got this video card by Asus. It's a GTX 560. It's got 2 DVI out and a mini HDMI out. I mainly got this to show the size that you're going to have, what kind of room you're going to have to try to squeeze one of these video cards in here if that's your intention. This is not my intention, and I will not be using this in this build, but just wanted to show the size comparison here. So it sits in there and it looks like you're gonna have enough clearance, but just like on any other motherboard, if you're gonna use a micro ATX or an ITX small form factor motherboard and you plan on putting larger video cards, obviously you're going to realize it takes up more room than you expect. So be prepared for that if you have additional cards like RAID controllers and capture cards that you're going to somehow squeeze in here. And I think it'd look good because we've got red LEDs going in here. It would really make it stand out. Maybe I will use that. We'll see. So let's put in our RAID controller and our capture card. So I've got my PCI cards in, ready to put in the additional fans. I've got these nice 120 millimeter fans. Find a link for these down below. These are also by Apevia. And I'm going to put one back here, and I'm going to put one up here. Because I got two of them. Okay, so I've got the two extra fans installed. One on the top, on the inside here. One on the back. And kind of, when you install a fan system, you have to think about how the air is going to flow. So this fan's pulling air in, this fan's pushing air out. So I've kind of got a cross flow like this, and then this is pushing air down. So it's drawing air in on the top and the front, and then pushing it out the back. And I hope that's a good way to disperse the heat. Leave a comment down below, let me know if that's the right way to allow the airflow inside the box in a small case like this. I don't know, let's try it out. So to get the fan mount on the inside of the case, I had to take off the top, and it's just got these clips as well. Next, we're gonna go ahead and start wiring it up. All right, here we are, we've got it all wired up. My motherboard's an older motherboard, so I'm unable to hook up the USB 3.0, the SD card readers on the top of the unit. When I upgrade my motherboard, I'll just have to hook those parts up then too. The fans are pretty cool. The Molex connectors that are on them are big and bulky because they're Molex, and they're real finicky, like hard to connect. There we go, it's all back together, should be ready to go now. Try to do wire management the best that I could. Lots of zip ties. Yeah, so we're gonna plug this in and test the output. All right guys, here we are, moment of truth. Got red LEDs on the back and on the front fan. Again, I didn't hook up the top. Got an LED on the power button there, and it looks like a hard drive working light. Overclocking failed, please enter setup to reconfigure your system. So it looks like it worked, but something might have got reset while we were swapping motherboards from one box to the other. Yeah, but that's not the important part. The important part is it's all contained in one machine. I'll go through and get it all set up again later. So this is Apevia's X-QBER, X-QBER, micro ATX and ITX cube case. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the case. Let me know what you think about the video. Give me some suggestions for future videos if you like seeing this kind of thing. Or anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe. And of course, thanks for watching.